One of my subscribers had sent me a post yesterday on Twitter and said, Torian, I think this might be a PPP. And I didn't respond to them because I was juggling back and forth whether it would be one or if it wouldn't be one. And then I opened up the article and then I decided that this would not be that kind of production considering who it was about. If it was under any other circumstance, then probably yes, considering who it is also about. So in this picture, you see two people. On the left, of course, you know that is Ava DuVernay, or as Professor Black Truth calls her, Agent DuVernay. And on the right is Linda Fairstein, another damn Steen. You got Harvey Weinstein and you got Linda Fairstein. If you don't know, Linda Fairstein was like the lead district attorney for the Central Park Five, or what was known at the time as the Central Park Five, and her portrayal in that miniseries, When They See Us, that came out last year on Netflix, which was, despite how many people feel about Ava DuVernay, it was actually very good. It's part four still gives me chills, but she is now suing Netflix and possibly has Ava DuVernay in that lawsuit because of her portrayal in the movie or in the miniseries, and she felt that, or she's saying that that was not how she was. That was completely false. Nothing in that miniseries portraying her in the way that she was accurate whatsoever. And then when I sit back and think about it and then, look at everything, I said, why is she suing them? Because when they looked at her books and stuff like that she wrote, she ended up making a lot of money back in the day. She made a lot of money, made a lot of books after the incarceration of these 5 boys. Now, if none of this was accurate, then why did you write these books? Basically piggybacking off of what you did when these boys got locked up, because she played a huge pivotal role in those 5 boys being locked up for so long. And when confronted about it years later, even after there was evidence to prove that they weren't the ones who raped this woman in Central Park, she tried to deny it. And basically it's because she knew she was lying. She knew she messed up, and she knew that that would ruin her credibility, which as of last year completely shattered her credibility after that miniseries came out, because publishers started to drop her. Nobody was calling her anymore unless they were calling her the B word or other words. And her whatever career she might have had at that point completely tanked in the blink of an eye thanks to this miniseries. And that leads into the other reason I believe she's suing, because she lost book deals. Her publisher dropped her, which means she's probably not making any money, because she's not in the same position that she was in years ago when she was, the district attorney or whatever her position was at the time. She abused her power because she wanted so desperately to get a case that would definitely propel her to the next level. And this was the golden opportunity. This was the perfect case for her to do, even though she knows it was a lie. And she helped in getting these boys prosecuted and convicted, wrongfully convicted, and sentenced to years in jail for a rape that she knows they didn't commit. Linda Fairstein is anything but fair. Trust and believe. It may be in her name, but it is not in her character whatsoever. And I have my issues, plenty of them, with Ava DuVernay. But Linda Fairstein, you're not a victim in this at all. Far from it. And you know that. Linda Fairstein knows she is no victim in this situation right here, even though she's trying her damn hardest to portray herself as one. She's not. The only victims in this situation were those 5 boys at the time. And I'm just so glad that their story was able to be told, and now they have gone on and to live their lives and do wonderful things, and that the world finally knows their story and knows who they are. And unfortunately, it's no thanks to you, Linda Fairstein, that we have to know about them through the situation in which you helped railroad them through. Her and that Federer chick, I forget that woman's name. She's another one. She is like Linda Fairstein light. They don't go in on her enough either, because she played a part in it as well, portraying like I put it like this: Linda Fairstein represented the conservative palm-colored woman, and that Federer chick, she portrayed the liberal palm-colored woman. What do they have in common? That they both contend to have racist ideologies. It's just that Linda's was more overt, and that Federer chick was more covert. And you saw that come out in that miniseries, in that courtroom scene with the Federer chick. She portrayed like she was this fair woman. She was this nice woman. And then the fangs came out once that veil was lifted back. So Linda Fairstein, I hope they drop your lawsuit. I hope they look at this and say, look, no. And let's be real here. If Linda Fairstein was able to keep her publishing and her book deals and everything like that was making her money, would she have really taken out this lawsuit? Let's be real here. Like I said, the only reason that happened is because her publisher dropped her and she can't make any more books. I think that's the real major reason why she's going through with this lawsuit. And the miniseries came out almost a year ago. Crazy how fast time actually flies. But yeah, Linda Fairstein, I nor anybody else take you seriously whatsoever. You know what type of person you are. And thanks to that miniseries, now we all know what type of person you are. And to be quite honest, looking at how you were interviewed, like real life, how she was interviewed, you could see some of that mannerisms come through her. Because I believe people had caught up with her and was asking her about it, and you can tell she still had that same snobby attitude that she had way back when she used to work for the NYPD, when she did what she did. She has the same attitude to this day. So you got a question: was your portrayal a lie, or was it truthful? Sure, they do some things for dramatic effect, but it is what it is. And what the interesting thing is, the actress that they had play Linda Fairstein, Felicity Huffman, and that miniseries came out after the whole scandal with the college admissions thing, like a good 2 months after it. That's why you didn't see Felicity Huffman at any of the promotions for it, because she was wrapped up in court for what she did. Imagine that, a crook playing a crook. Talk about divine intervention. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already. Have your notifications turned on, and I'll talk to you in the next one.